In this video, we'll be working on the first part of our chatbot project, text generation. So we'll need a couple other modules. We want to import the operating system. And we want to also import the OpenAI module. We want to make an environment variable for an operating system that holds the API key. And then we want to point the OpenAI module towards that key. So we'll do os.environ OpenAI key equals, and we'll set it to our API key. And then we'll put in OpenAI.API key equals os environ. OpenAI key mistyped environ. Now we want to create a while loop that will prompt the user for an input. We can take that input and use it for our completion endpoint. So we'll create a variable called keep prompting, and we'll set it to true. We'll say while keep prompting is true, prompt. We'll create another variable called prompt. Input, and we'll ask for the user's input. Please enter in your question or prompt. Type exit if done. That way they have a way to exit the loop if they'd like. We'll say if prompt equals exit, keep prompting equals false, else. And now we'll create a variable to hold the completion text that OpenAI creates. So we'll call the variable response equals OpenAI completion.create. And so that is the completion endpoint. And as you've seen in our previous videos, the completion endpoint can only use GPT-3. So for our model, we will be using text DaVinci 003, which uses the GPT-3. And we'll say our prompt equals prompt, and max tokens. This is where you can set how long the completion will be. So if you don't want to use up too many of your tokens, if you have a limited budget, then you can limit it here. So we'll say max tokens is equal to 200 for now. And then you can go ahead and say print response. All right, let's run it. See that it's prompting us here. How does a chicken hatch from an egg? And we get all of this feedback here, multiple different dictionaries, but we see what we want to access here is this text. So let's just get that text key and not all of the other stuff. So we'd want to go into the choices, and then the first item, and then we get text. Okay, let's see what that will do. Why is a rubber band ball bouncy? And now it'll just print out the actual response there.